The Owl Who Could See Tomorrow. A grand beast's soothing and enchanting bedtime fairy tale story. Welcome to Grand Beasts, the magical corner of storytelling where stories bloom from the brushstrokes of artwork, and each tale is more than just a bedtime story. It's an invitation to dream. My name is Lucy, and tonight we have a quiet story of ancient magic, hidden knowledge, and a mysterious owl known across the valleys as the Seer of Softwinds. This wise old owl isn't just a fortune teller. He's a keeper of time, a scribe of fate, and a guardian of dreams. And if you listen closely, he just might whisper your tomorrow. As always, tonight's story was inspired by the breathtaking artwork available at decostag.com, where every character, like the wise owl you'll meet tonight, begins as a stunning piece of wall art. You can see the full gallery and even take one home. Just check the link in the description below. If you love peaceful stories that help you drift off to sleep or take a calming break during your day, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you'll never miss a magical moment here at Grand Beasts. And please do leave a comment. Tell us, what is your favorite type of magical bird? Or what would you like to see from your own future? And also, what creature should we bring to life next from our exquisite wall art poster prints? Now, settle down and relax, whether you are going to sleep or just resting. Wrap yourself in a blanket, take a long breath in, and step softly into the candlelit world of The Owl Who Could See Tomorrow, a soft and relaxing Grand Beasts bedtime fairy tale story. A magical and mysterious owl protagonist here to help you rest and relax. Chapter 1. Professor Orinthal P. Thistlegruff, the Owl of Softwinds. In a quiet part of the world, far beyond busy cities and rushing trains, there sat a crooked little house nestled between ancient pine trees and silver moss. It didn't look like much from the outside. A cracked chimney, a crooked window, a brass bell that never rang. But inside was magic. This was the home of Professor Orinthal P. Thistlegruff, the Owl of Softwinds. He was old, very old. So old, in fact, that no one remembered when he first arrived. Some said he flew in with the first comet. Others swore he hatched beneath the moonlight during the long night festival. But all agreed on one thing: Professor Thistlegruff could see the future. Chapter 2. A Room of Whispers. Inside his cozy round room, shelves were packed with scrolls, dusty hourglasses, and books that muttered in their sleep. Candles flickered even when there was no wind. Teapots whistled lullabies, and at the center of it all sat the owl, perched upon a velvet cushion, adorned in robes etched with stars and symbols, his eyes like pools of golden ink. Each evening, animals would come, a field mouse asking when the frost would come, a squirrel wondering if her lost acorn would ever be found, a fox curious if love was hiding just beyond the glen. And Professor Thistlegruff would listen and gently answer, not with exact days or events, but with dreams. Dreams spun from tea leaves, book pages, and the soft glow of a lantern. Chapter 3. The Rabbit with No Shadow. One misty night, a strange visitor arrived. She was small, trembling, and pale as moonlight, a rabbit with fur like starlight and no shadow. "I'm looking for my tomorrow," she said softly. "I lost it." "Lost it?" asked Thistlegruff, gently flipping the page of an invisible book. The rabbit nodded. "I forgot to dream. Now I can't see what comes next." Thistlegruff blinked slowly. He closed the book. He opened a drawer no one had noticed before. Inside was a golden feather, older than any book, lighter than a whisper. "You don't need a shadow," he whispered. "You need a story." Chapter 4: A Journey Through Tomorrows. With the golden feather, Thistlegruff slowly painted shapes into the air. The rabbit watched as glowing scenes unfolded, meadows blooming, rivers rising, stars spinning. Together they slowly traveled through her tomorrows, a morning when she would help a mole cross a flooded path, an evening when she would discover a song in her sleep, a day when she would stand tall before a forest full of friends. Every dream drew her brighter. Every tomorrow added warmth. And soon, a soft little shadow returned, curling at her heels like a kitten. Chapter 5: The Day the Owl Forgot. As years passed, the owl helped thousands. But one morning, Thistlegruff forgot the sunrise. He waited. He searched. The clocks didn't tick. The candles wouldn't light. And then he understood. His own tomorrow had run out. So he sat quietly at his desk, took out one final scroll, and wrote a story, his own. Of an owl who saw the future, of a crooked house filled with dreams, of a rabbit who once lost her shadow and found her story. And as the stars blinked over Softwinds one last time, the scroll vanished, and so did Thistlegruff. In their place, a painting appeared on the wall, a masterpiece of an owl in robes, a grand beast watching gently from the canvas. Chapter 6: A New Keeper. Years later, a young owl found the house. He dusted the desk, relit the candles, and listened to the whispers of books. He wasn't a fortune teller, not yet, but he had dreams. Dreams of following in the footsteps of Professor Orinthal P. Thistlegruff himself. But that is for another grand beast's bedtime fairy tale. For now, the story of the owl who could see tomorrow comes to an end. A tale of memory, magic, and the quiet power of dreaming again. The end. This story shows us that our future isn't something we simply find, but something we create through the dreams we allow ourselves to have. Through the little rabbit, we learn that when we lose sight of our hopes, our tomorrow can feel empty or even disappear. But by daring to dream again, no matter how small or simple those dreams are, we begin shaping a path forward. Professor Thistlegruff teaches us that true wisdom isn't about predicting every step ahead, but about helping others rediscover their own light and their own story. In the owl's final act, we see that while our own time eventually ends, the stories and dreams we share can live on, inspiring others to continue the cycle. At its heart, the tale reminds us that even in the quietest moments, our dreams are powerful enough to give life to every tomorrow. If you found comfort in tonight's story, we'd love it if you'd like, subscribe, and ring the bell so we can keep filling your evenings with gentle adventures here at Grand Beasts. And remember, every story on this channel begins as a work of art. You can own the magical owl you met tonight as a stunning print. Just visit decostag.com, linked in the description below. Leave us a comment. What is your favorite magical creature, and which magical creature would you like to meet next? Until then, rest well, dream kindly, and may your tomorrows be as lovely as today. From all the amazing creatures here at Grand Beasts, have an amazing restful night or day, and we'll see you in the next story.